And for more, Lana joins us now. She is CEO of Transform Iran, a ministry serving Iranian Christians. So, Lana, there's talk these failed attacks and the decimation of Hamas and Hezbollah is causing other Middle Eastern nations to see Iran as weak and vulnerable. What's your take?
Well, I don't know that weak and vulnerable would be the right description of the Iranian government when somebody is willing to risk absolutely everything for their cause. There is a brazen courage that comes with that. And the Iranian government is willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their aim, which is to wipe out Israel. So we have to take that seriously.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the people of Iran directly, saying, "Don't let a small group of fanatic theocrats crush your hopes and your dreams." So is Iran ripe for revolution? And what's the likelihood the people of Iran would rise up?
That's the golden question. The people of Iran have tried to rise up 2 years ago with the death of Masa Amini. There was a lot of bloodshed and a lot of suffering as a result of their protesting and standing up against their government. It's a tough fight. They're willing to fight it. They're willing to pay whatever it takes to take down their government. We've seen Iranian people take to social media and invite Israel to attack them on their own soil. Whatever it takes to weaken and dismantle their government, they're ready to have it. So Iran's government, their days are numbered, but how it's going to happen, we'll have to watch and see.
In your view, do most Iranians share the government's hatred for Israel?
Absolutely not. No, I was brought up in the country and I was conditioned to hate Israel and America. As a schoolgirl, we had to wake up every morning and chant death to America, death to Israel. All our teaching, our education, all the propaganda and the news on the walls, everything was set up to have us hate these two countries. And yet we don't. So I think that's testament in itself. The fact that thousands of young people who grew up in that same environment took to the streets and shouted death to the dictator, having been instructed to shout death to Israel and death to America their whole lives, goes to show that no matter how hard the government tries, they cannot turn their people against these countries.
Now, we know the church is growing in Iran. How is this turmoil turning people to Christ?
People have seen Islam for what it is. They've seen their government for what it is. The gloves are off. And what a wonderful context for them to find Jesus, because what they thought they wanted, what they thought they needed, is not turning out to be what they thought it was. So they're looking for an alternative. And in that, they're finding Jesus. There's an increased hunger. There's an increased disillusion with Islam and all that it offered at the beginning of this theocracy taking place. And so they want something different. And we have to be there as Christians ready to show them the love of Jesus in that moment so they don't find themselves in another false religion.
Now, we know the church in Iran is facing persecution. Tell us what they face and how they're dealing with it.
The persecution for Christians increases in intensity every time Iran ends up in a deeper conflict with Israel. The Iranians are considered Zionists, and they're put in the same bracket as Israelis. And so intolerance towards them increases. Their punishments become more severe for their faith. So they are in a tough position, humanly speaking. But the reality is, in that context, the supernatural drives them forward. Their passion for God, their passion for the kingdom takes the front seat, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that all the people around them have heard about Jesus. They have a sense of urgency. We're talking about war. We're talking about really unimaginable suffering coming to Iran shortly. So there is a sense of we better be quick to make sure all the people that we love know who Jesus is and what he's done for them before it's too late for them.
Indeed, may we all find that passion. Lana Silk of Transform Iran, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.